Do you remember the summer of 1999? The world was on the brink of a new millennium. Pop punk was blasting from every car stereo. And a little movie came along that would perfectly capture the chaotic, awkward, and hilarious experience of being a teenager. That movie was American Pie. It wasn't just a film. For many of us, it was a cultural moment that defined a generation. It showed us that growing up is messy, embarrassing, and sometimes you end up in situations that are definitely not what they look like. Today, we're taking a trip back to East Great Falls High to rediscover why this raunchy, yet surprisingly sweet, comedy became an instant classic. So grab a slice of apple pie and let's dive into the unforgettable world of Jim, Stifler, Finch, Oz, and Kevin. This is the story of how American Pie baked its way into our hearts and became a pop culture phenomenon. Let's set the scene. It's the end of senior year. The future is a giant, terrifying question mark, but one thing is crystal clear. Prom night is the deadline. The movie kicks off with a premise that's as simple as it is legendary. Four friends, crammed into a bedroom, fueled by teenage desperation and questionable logic, make a pact. This isn't just a casual agreement. It's a solemn vow, a mission of utmost importance. They will not, under any circumstances, go to college as virgins. This pact is the engine that drives the entire plot forward. It sets up a series of harebrained schemes, mortifying encounters, and laugh-out-loud disasters. It perfectly captures that feeling of being on the cusp of adulthood, where every social interaction feels like a high-stakes game. The dialogue is sharp, the camaraderie is real, and the mission is clear. It's a hilarious setup that immediately gets you on their side, because who can't relate to the feeling of wanting to figure things out before life gets real? This pact wasn't just about the goal itself. It was about four friends believing they could conquer the world, or at least their own awkwardness, together. Of course, the path to prom night is paved with epic fails and cringe-worthy moments that have been burned into our collective memory. American Pie is a masterclass in awkward humor. It takes those universal teenage fears of being caught, of saying the wrong thing, of complete and utter public humiliation, and dials them up to 11. Let's talk about Jim Levenstein, our lovable but hopelessly clumsy protagonist. His journey is a minefield of embarrassing situations. There's the infamous webcam incident with Nadia, a moment of technological mishap that became an early meme before memes were even a thing. And then, there's the pie. It's a scene so outrageous, so unexpected, that it became the film's calling card. It's a perfect metaphor for teenage curiosity leading to a very, very bad decision. The genius of it is Jim's dad, played by the brilliant Eugene Levy. His well-meaning but completely clueless attempts to connect with his son turn every awkward situation into a comedy goldmine. His "we love just tell your mother that we ate it all" line is the deadpan cherry on top of a truly bizarre sundae. But the awkwardness wasn't limited to Jim. We have Kevin's desperate attempts to be the perfect boyfriend with his relationship manual, Finch's sophisticated act to attract older women, and Oz joining the choir to meet girls, only to discover he actually has a sensitive side. And who could forget this one time at band camp? Michelle Flaherty, with her innocent-looking flute and endless stories, gave us one of the most quotable lines of the entire decade. These moments worked because they felt, in a weird way, relatable. They were exaggerated, for sure, but they tapped into that real feeling of fumbling your way through your first attempts at romance and intimacy. The film showed us that everyone, no matter how cool they seem, is just as confused and awkward as we are. No late 90s teen movie would be complete without an epic house party. And American Pie delivers one of the most memorable in cinema history. Stifler's party is the chaotic centerpiece of the film. It's the quintessential end-of-school year blowout, red plastic cups everywhere, a soundtrack pulsing with Blink-182 and Sum 41 vibes, and a house packed with every high school clique imaginable. This is where all the storylines collide. It's a whirlwind of blinking lights, awkward dancing, and teenage drama unfolding in every room. It's wild, it's out of control, and it feels completely authentic to that specific time and place. This party isn't just about drinking and trying to get lucky. It's a social battlefield. It's where reputations are made and broken, where secret crushes are revealed, and where friendships are tested. And at the center of this hurricane is Steve Stifler. He's the loud, obnoxious, party-obsessed jock we all knew in high school. You might not have liked him, but you couldn't ignore him. Stifler is the walking embodiment of teenage hedonism, a force of nature who believes that the best nights are the ones you can barely remember. His over-the-top antics and memorable one-liners like, "We're gonna party like there's no tomorrow," make him an unforgettable character. The party scene is pure, unadulterated fun. It captures the fleeting feeling of invincibility that comes with being young, surrounded by your friends, with no parents in sight. It's that one night that feels like it could change everything. But for all its raunchy humor and wild parties, what makes American Pie a classic is its surprisingly big heart. Beneath all the ridiculous schemes and embarrassing moments, it's a story about friendship. Jim, Kevin, Oz, and Finch are more than just co-conspirators in a pact. They are genuinely there for each other. Think about the morning after the party. The house is a wreck, heads are pounding, but the friends are together, piecing together the events of the night. Or the final scenes after graduation, where they're sitting at their old hangout, dog years reflecting on everything that's happened. They're laughing, reminiscing, and realizing how much they've grown. The pact, which seemed so important at the beginning of the movie, has become secondary. They didn't all succeed in their mission, and that's the point. The journey was more important than the destination. The film teaches a valuable lesson. The real prize wasn't scoring. It was navigating the end of high school with the people who had your back. It was about shared experiences, the inside jokes, and the unwavering support through every triumph and every mortifying failure. Lines like, "We'll always have each other, man," might sound cheesy on paper, but in the context of the film, they land with genuine emotion. The movie understands that these formative friendships are the bedrock of our teenage years. They're the people who see you at your worst, like caught with a pastry worst, and still stick around. This emotional core is what elevates American Pie from just a teen comedy to a timeless coming-of-age story. So, why does American Pie still resonate so strongly over 2 decades later? It's more than just 90s nostalgia, though the dial-up internet, chunky computers, and pop-punk soundtrack certainly help. The film's legacy lies in its fearless and honest portrayal of teenage awkwardness. It told us that it's okay to be clumsy, to make mistakes, and to not have it all figured out. Growing up is embarrassing, and the movie celebrates that fact instead of shying away from it. It perfectly balanced outrageous humor with heartfelt moments, creating a story that was both shocking and sweet. It launched the careers of a whole cast of young actors who became the faces of a generation: Jason Biggs, Allison Hannigan, Sean William Scott, and of course the iconic Jennifer Coolidge as Stifler's mom, who created an entire character archetype. The film's influence is undeniable. It revitalized the teen comedy genre, paving the way for a wave of similar films in the early 2000s. Proved that a movie could be both commercially successful and culturally significant by tapping into the universal truths of adolescence. From the pact to the prom, from the band camp stories to the final graduation cap toss, American Pie is a time capsule. It captures a specific moment in time but tells a story that remains timeless. It's a reminder that the most unforgettable parts of growing up aren't the perfect moments, but the messy, hilarious, and awkward ones we share with our friends. It showed us that even after the most embarrassing night of your life, the sun will rise, and your friends will still be there, ready to laugh with you about it. Thanks so much for taking this nostalgic trip back to 1999 with me. What's your favorite American Pie moment or quote? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the movies that shaped us. See you next time.